I know there's nobody here yet. I'm late. I know. What am I gonna do? Oh man, I might as well have something playing while we're waiting to see if anyone actually shows up. I'm so sorry, guys. Anybody who comes in here or watches this after. Oh man, well, I'm gonna have to explain it again once people are here. So I guess I'll wait. Right now, I'm still showing 0 peoples. So hey everybody, it's Tuesday, which is normally the day where here we go. We already got people coming in. All right. Hello. Hi guys. Welcome to the show. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm so sorry about this. Um I was gonna wait until there's a little bit more people before I get into why, because I have to say it 22 times. But yeah. It's stupid, it's embarrassing, but it's really very simple. I hit the stop instead of the snooze. That's all. What happened? I hit stop instead of snooze. That's all. Very simple, very stupid, kind of embarrassing, but it was News Now Voodoo's fault. That's right. Little punk. Thought News Now Voodoo kidnapped you. Oh my dearie. Yeah. I missed. I'll tell you what though. We'll start right off the bat because I already missed it. So we're gonna start right off the bat with the cupcake happy dance. Here we go. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Sorry about that, everybody. Well, anyway, well, thanks for finally showing up this one. Oh, I was 2 minutes away from starting a John Wayne movie, The Searchers. That's a good one too. Well, anyway, let's say hello and see who's here. We got Tim Hicks was first. All right, here's your happy dance, buddy. All right. Hey, the one thing good about me being late, we get different people to come in first. We got Griffey here. All right. We got Cliff Hickson. We got, of course, Highway Star. Yeah, we got Tiny Chihuahua. Jason D. What's up? Cliff Hickson. What's up? Tim Hicks. Society Reds in the house. What's up? Mr. Thomas. Yeah, there you go. For finally showing up. Cliff Hickson. Who else is here? Has made it. Okay. Looks like that's about it for the moment. But again, oh my goodness, thank you guys for coming. What a morning. Let's see, what do we got here? Hi, Hez. I'm trying to learn the alphabet. I'm trying to get past X, but I don't know why. Oh my goodness gracious me. Late again? What do you mean again? How often does that happen? I've been doing this every morning for years, and I've been late, maybe 3 times. I don't know. I never counted. That's actually something that would be interesting to go back and actually see how many times the show started late. I mean, there were times it didn't, like just last week when my internet went out, but that wasn't my fault. That was Spectrum. LaDonna Rogers, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. Stefan, what's up? Great to see you. So the tyrant just woke up. Yeah. It was it was, like I said, it's kind of embarrassing and it's kind of stupid, but I'm all about transparency and honesty. I hit the stop instead of the snooze. That's all. My alarm went off, and on the phone, I don't even know. See, that's the problem. Like swipe left, I think is snooze, and stop right is stop or something like that. Well, whatever, I did the opposite. And instead of snoozing the alarm, I turned it off completely. And then like I'm laying there, and then I woke up. And I'm like, it's awful light out. I wonder what time it is. And I looked at my clock. I'm like, I'm supposed to be on the air over an hour ago. Tim Hicks, Greg Jonick, LaDonna Rogers. Stefan, Highway Star. El Weedskador, what's up? What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning to you, too. All right. Anytime you're not listening to the stream half an hour before it starts, you're late. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, my goodness gracious me. So, I didn't even do anything yet. I haven't checked my email or my messages or anything. I wouldn't be surprised if I got a million people like, oh, where are you? What happened? Well, not a million. So check my email. What do I got? Thank you for your recent pay. What? I didn't give any. Oh, auto pay for my phone bill. Oh, the phone that didn't wake me up this morning. You stupid thing. Oh, my dearie dear. Well, as you guys know, Tuesday is normally the day that I just hang out and chat with everybody, and we try to take at least one day a week break from the frauditing thing because it drives me nuts and it just makes you angry and sometimes the sovereign citizens make your eyes twitch. Josiah, what's up? My alarm went off this morning and I never heard it. See? Things like that do happen. It is a thing. Oh man. Well, anyway, so my son's still here. So that's cool. He's in the other room. He's sleeping right now. I didn't wake him up. So last night, he wanted to watch a movie. Kevin Omega is here. What's up? I was wondering if your internet went back down again. No, it's just a stupid oversleeping thing. So last night we decided, because that's one of the things. My kids always like to, every night before bedtime, they like to have movie night when they're here, And so we decided to do movie night. We're trying to think, well, what can we watch? What can we watch? And I'm going through all the old movies that they have on YouTube Premium that we can watch. I thought, let's see what they got. Because I have YouTube Premium. That's how I do this every day. And they had the original Clash of the Titans from the 80s, 1984, I think it was. So I'm like, I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. I liked that. It was kind of cool with the stop motion animation monsters and stuff. And, why not? It was a fun movie to watch with my son. And I remember it not being like inappropriate or weird or anything. And it's weird. First of all, it was fun. And, we watched it and he liked it. Well, he loved it, Of course, I liked it, I've seen it before, so I knew, what it was and all that. But watching it with my 9-year-old son, the original Clash of the Titans from 1984, I forgot, because it's been at least 30 years since I've seen it. I forgot how many boobies were in that movie. Ray Harryhausen's last movie. That's a fact. But yeah, I'm sitting there watching it with them, and then all of a sudden there's the mom, and she's breastfeeding the baby. So it's nothing, like sexual or weird or whatever, but it's all out there. And he's like, Dad, what's that? And I'm like, oh, you know what that is. Holy cow, I forgot that was in there. Oh, well, the fake boobies from like the Gorgon and stuff. Yeah, but that doesn't count, because nobody's getting excited watching, Medusa's claymation. But anyway, no, that's the thing. It was nothing like, I think that's why I didn't remember it, because it wasn't like, these weren't like weird sex scenes or whatever. Like I said, it was like the lady breastfeeding the baby, and things like that. Like just, like regular, not vulgar or anything like that, but just the fact that I'm watching this with my son and I forgot that happened, and then they see that and he said something. I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't one of those movies, but yeah, I forgot that part. Anyway, it was great stuff. He had a lot of questions, of course. Hey, Frauditor Media is here. I ain't seen him in a minute. What's up, Will? Good morning. Eagle Nick Audit. Oh no, not that guy. Anyway, so he had a lot of questions, and it was interesting because I guess he had read a book about like, you know, when in school a few months ago about like Greek mythology and stuff. So he like kind of knew who some of these people were, but kind of didn't. Like he didn't know like the depth of the, you know, history or whatever behind all these characters and stuff. So he had a lot of questions, and it made me realize that I don't really know a lot about that stuff. He's like, Dad, who's that? Oh, what did that guy do? Well, whatever he does in the movie. And especially the owl. He's like, how did the owl get wet and it's electric? I'm like, well, because it's not electric, it's clockwork. Well, what does that mean? Well, he runs on dials and gears and stuff. So they invented that stuff back then. Well, not to where it could be like a flying owl, but like, oh boy, but the gods made it, and it's magic. It's a magic owl. Oh, okay. That was good enough. But he thought Pegasus was awesome. You know, of course, you know, who doesn't love Pegasus, right? And then yeah, the giant scorpions. He really liked the giant scorpions. That part was cool. Really cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. So anyway, that's what we did last night. We watched Clash of the Titans, the original, and it was great seeing like Harryhausen's, you know, claymate or stop motion animation or special effects, you know, and it is cool. But it was weird because there were certain things in that movie that I remember when I was a kid looked kind of weird to me, but I didn't understand like I do now, that it was always the composite shots, you know, where they had to take stop motion and mix it with actual human actors, you know. And because those were the shots that all looked a little what I found out just from watching it last night, and never, like, again, when I was a little kid, I didn't know the difference. It was the lighting not matching. That was what threw it off. If the lighting of the actual actors didn't match the lighting of the stop motion figure, then when they put them in the same frame, it just didn't look right. Somehow your brain just knows like that don't look right. Hey, Erica, what's up? Great to see you. All right. Hope you're all well. Yes, me too. I hope everybody's doing well and doing great. And, you know, I'm so sorry about starting the show late today again. When my alarm went off this morning, I went to hit the snooze. I accidentally hit just to turn it off. It's either snooze or stop. I accidentally hit stop. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so because of that, I just came here and went on, obviously, quickly. So I didn't really have anything prepped. Hey, the Reverend Jared Reed is here. What's up? Great to see you. So I was thinking, like, maybe I'll go ahead and just for the fun of it, maybe throw out some of my classic Hezokuai clips. Something to look at, something to do, something to have fun, something for you, something to entertain the crew. That's everybody, don't you know? That's you guys, hip hip hurrah. Ooh yeah. And I thought I'd just start because it's been a while, and I haven't been able to do any good old-fashioned real tasings. So I thought we'd take a look back to the time that News Now Voodoo got tased into oblivion. Just there's no bones in ice cream. I don't know what that means, but I said it, dag nabbit. Wait a minute. We got Frauditor Mania with a 7-month membership milestone. We need to discuss Eagle Nick audits. What we need to do is throw you a happy dance. All right. Yes. Oh my goodness. Tuesday's usually the day we take a day off of Butterbrain Douche Cadoos. But Eagle Nick, I think I just showed one of his videos yesterday. That guy's such a tool. They're all tools. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? I watched some of the 60s and 70s Godzilla movies. Man in a Suit is hard to watch after watching -1. Let me tell you something. It's funny because I just had this conversation with my older son like 2 days ago. Well, on Sunday. He was saying that because we were talking about the longest running franchises. So we were talking about the James Bond franchise versus the Godzilla franchise. And what he said was, here's the difference to me, Dad. A bad James Bond movie is a bad James Bond movie. But a bad Godzilla movie still has some fun stuff when they have the big boss fight at the end. Like the worst Godzilla movie ever made is also the one where he flies, which is great. How could you not be entertained by seeing that? And in pointing out that basically there's always those scenes where there's the big fight with Godzilla and the other monster. Even if it's like the worst Godzilla movie, there's always something fun to look at in there. And I was like, fair enough, you know. But yeah, and I don't know, Edward, because after watching -1, I don't know if you saw Shin Godzilla. It's obviously -1 is the best Godzilla movie ever. Even my son would tell you that. But Shin Godzilla is another one where like the special effects are right there, like right on par with modern special effects and not just a dude in a rubber suit. But Shin Godzilla is a whole nother thing. King Suit 2000 is here. So glad you made it. My morning is saved. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Ron is here. What's up? Oh no, you all tried to lose me again? No. I own Shin Godzilla. All right. Yes. That movie's amazing, isn't it? In fact, dude, I was so mad. My son was here, and me and him, we were talking, and I was looking at stuff, and then I saw an ad, but I don't know if this ever happened to you guys. I would think so, because it happens quite a bit, actually. I'll see an ad for something that already happened, and it's too late. So I saw an ad for the local movie theater right down here was having a double feature of Shin Godzilla and -1. One price, you go there and they play both movies. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a theater in Chicago. It was the theater in Chicago, the same theater that I saw the Phantom Menace in. Like it's one of the biggest theaters around. Beautiful theater. It was, oh man, their screen is so amazing. To have seen those two movies together on the big, oh man, that would have been great. I like Shin Godzilla because only the first couple of forms look so derpy. It looks like he was just once a friend. Well, yeah, as he was evolving at the beginning, it was like, what, But once he hit that final form, and who knows, once they froze him, what happens, what the next step would be or would have been. What I'm afraid of is that as of right now, there are several different continuities within the Godzilla universe. But my son and I, because, we're both huge Godzilla fans, and especially like he was, because of me, he was raised on Godzilla. So like he knows the Godzilla lore inside and out. And what he pointed out to me, and me and him were sort of going back and forth discussing it, is that because in the old original Godzilla movies, there are a couple of movies that make reference to Godzilla, baby Godzillas, or the idea that they showed the egg, they showed it hatch, they showed baby Godzilla grow into a teenage Godzilla. Like there were all these different bits and pieces where that came up, even though we know that the writers and the directors are all taking them on completely separate directions, and it's not necessarily supposed to be all the same canon, all the same storyline or same universe. If you take that step of logic, just as a fan, that these Godzillas are baby Godzilla all grown up, then you actually can have an unbroken chain of all the different Godzilla movies and make them make sense. Again, Ikis, what's up? Again, you kind of have to force it a little in some of the pictures, but it can be done, and you can make it work. But what we've been hearing is that -1 was such a huge hit and so critically acclaimed that they're thinking of starting a whole new series following the -1 timeline. And like -1 was perfect as the lead in to the original 1955 Godzilla. And like you could just take it as a prequel and watch them all, and it will have an unbroken chain and it'll work. So now the fear is that they're going to make a sequel to -1 that's going to break the canon and destroy the timeline and make it a big mess. At least with the Marvel movies, they just throw in it took place in an alternate universe, so it's okay. We can do whatever we want, which is what Deadpool is going to be. Is just, if you haven't been following along, it's just going to be more confusing, but it's still fun. Ikiss is here. What's up? Let's see. Some of the forms were really scary and weird. Yeah. Baby Godzilla was lame. Yeah. Godzilla versus Mothra. I mean, Mothra is a major part of the Godzilla universe. I mean, when you're talking about just the straight fights, obviously, I mean, Mothra is a necessary part of the Godzilla lore, right? So I accept that movie as a milestone and the importance of introducing that character, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to just the straight fights, movies, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, obviously Monster Zero or King Ghidorah, and well, Godzilla Kong is, whatever that is. That's a whole nother thing. But Godzilla versus Destroyer, that one is amazing. Yeah. The Alien movies were all over the place with the timeline. Alien and Aliens, those two are the only ones that I care about. Anything after that is not even in my skull. Oh, I kiss lurks because the morning streets make her happy. Thank you. I'm so happy to hear that I make you happy. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw you guys a happy dance just because I love you guys so much. All right, yes. Rodan had his own thing going on. And then he got added into the Godzilla universe because he was his own kaiju. So that's pretty cool. I like that they did that. The goal, the dream, and I know it'll never happen because they're completely different studios. But then again, we never thought that we'd get Spider-Man in the Marvel movies because Sony and Disney are completely rival studios. So who knows? It's not impossible. But also, okay, so you guys even know what I'm saying. Good morning, Chris. The ultimate would be Godzilla versus Gamera. The problem is the people who make the Gamera movies aren't going to let Gamera lose. But the people who make Godzilla movies, they're not going to let Gamera, a stupid turtle, beat Godzilla. All he's got is fire. Godzilla is a pure atomic energy. So, like, I could see the two studios butting heads over who's going to get what percentage of the ticket sales profits and not coming to agreement on that. But even if they did, then they're going to be butting heads over what's going to happen. Is it going to be a draw? But then Gamera has to be the good guy because he's Gamera and he's always here to save the children. He's a good guy. He's nice. And Godzilla the bad guy, which is fine. But then, I don't know. I would love to see it happen. But I don't think realistically it ever will. Oh, we got Keebler in the house. What's up? I'm spotlighting one of your mods at noon today. Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. I'll take it. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, it's in a good light. Or, well, I don't know which mod you're talking about, so who knows? Fraudit Terminators here. What's up? Godzilla would be cool in a Pacific Rim movie. Yeah. That would work. Let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Now you're just talking crazy. Now you're just talking crazy. Gojira versus Chuck Norris. Godzilla wouldn't stand a chance. It'd take Chuck Norris 2 seconds. Oh, you know what? Oh, what was it? Wasn't Raymond Burr's acting great in Godzilla? Not. No. Well, for those of you who don't know, when they first, Godzilla was way too big to be ignored by Hollywood when it was new in 1955, the original. But they had never really done that before. They didn't know how to do it. They were scared of bringing a foreign movie into America. So they hired Raymond Burr to film some parts that they could splice into the film so that there's one English-speaking actor doing an exposition dump to the audience to tell them what's going on. That's why he was there. He wasn't there, to do any real acting. He was just there so they could have an English speaker doing exposition dumps for the American audience so they know what was going on. Godzilla versus all the Frauditors. Yes. But speaking of Chuck Norris, let me tell you something about Chuck Norris. I completely forgot about this because it was like 20 years ago. And the whole like Chuck Norris jokes meme. I mean, I don't even think 20 years ago. Yeah, I was on the internet. But I mean, like recently, for me anyway, from my experience of the world, recently would be like within the last 5 years or so, the whole Chuck Norris jokes thing became like this huge thing. But even way back then, that was already a thing. And I completely forgot about this, but I was just going through YouTube the other day, looking at random stuff. And, you get your suggestions and they pop. And I completely forgot that there was I don't think, it wasn't SummerSlam. It was one of the other pay-per-views. But there was a pay-per-view where Undertaker was wrestling Yokozuna. And during the match, King Kong Bundy and a couple other guys come running to the ring to help Yokozuna and beat up the Undertaker. But they got stopped by Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris just popped out. And then when these King Kong Bundy, these huge monster wrestlers, they saw Chuck Norris and they were like, and then they backed up and ran away. Like, yes, even back then, Chuck Norris was the man. Erica, who's Chuck Norris? Where have you been? Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. That's a joke, right? Or are you like actually asking? I mean, I'll be happy to. But if you actually don't know Chuck Norris, he fought Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee won, but I mean, it was a movie. It wasn't real life, but in one of Bruce Lee's movies, Chuck Norris fought. And I mean, Chuck Norris, he used to be like Conan O'Brien used to do this bit on his show where he had this Chuck Norris lever. And whenever he told a joke and the joke didn't land, he'd pull the lever and it would show Chuck Norris beating up somebody. There's random clips of Chuck Norris beating people up. Mr. Thomas, that was 94 Royal Rumble. There you go. Yeah, okay, 94. Yeah, so that was a year before Windows 95. So yeah, the internet wasn't even really a thing yet. Who is Chuck Norris? Okay, she was kidding. All right, cool. Walker, Texas Ranger. That's right. Keebler said, come to Texas. I'll show you Chuck Norris's ranch. It's only 30 minutes from. Nice. Very nice. I bet you takes good care of his stuff too. He's Walker, Texas Ranger. He don't fool around. Charles Bronson movies came after Chuck Norris. Yeah, see? Everything came after Chuck Norris. He started it all. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. Chuck Norris invented Godzilla. He was the one that woke him up in the first place. I don't know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's see. What was this thing I was going to show earlier? Oh, there we go. Just for fun. Why not? Boom. Oh, all right. It looks like we got another tasing coming. Oh boy, we're gonna tase him good this time. Look out. All right. Oh, you little brat. Oh, he's fighting it. He's fighting it. He don't want to get tased now. Let me get this taser. All right. Let's see what he's gonna say. No.
No, come on, man. Stop. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost acre of salt. Some people claim there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Who are you? I am number 2. Who's number 1? You are number 6. I am not a number. I'm a free man. Yeah, that is pretty funny. No, seriously, what's going on, man? Blackheart Knight tased you into oblivion. Welcome to Oblivion. Blackheart Knight! You need to lay off on this frauditing, dude. That's what'll fix it. I'm gonna get you, Blackheart Knight, you punk.
All right. Yes, the old days. Oh my goodness gracious me. Chuck Norris was in all the Star Wars movies. He was the Force. When we were talking about Godzilla earlier, I do bandantiality. It reminded me that I actually have Marvel Comics Godzilla King of Monsters #1 from 1977. And also, I think, I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but I think someone in the chat the other day asked me if I had John Carter, Warlord from Mars. And I do have #1. I do have it. I double checked and it is in the box. So I do have it, but I don't know if that's, #1, if that issue is the issue they were asking about. Whatever. I don't remember. I just remember somebody said something about John Carter, Warlord from Mars. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Voodoo went to oblivion. Yes, he did. Played Bambi meets Godzilla. Thor, the Avengers fought Godzilla once, and Thor was the only one that was able to do any damage. Chuck Norris kicked Yoda's butt. Oh, no. Edward's looking for John Carter. I got #1. You want to drop me an email? We might could talk, man. Because I'm definitely willing to part with it. Let's see. The fact of the matter is, if anybody is interested in any comic books, I need the money more than I need the comics, so I'm trying to get rid of them. I sold a couple on eBay already. So yeah. Let's see. There's at least 7 apps for Chuck Norris jokes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, hey, you know what? It is a thing, man. Like I said, it was funny seeing that clip the other day that I forgot about. Oh, wait a minute. I just picked up 8 issues of John Carter, but number 1 was not one of them. Hey, there you go. Godzilla versus the Green Power Rangers, Dragon Zord. Ooh. There's Godzilla never officially fought Ultraman, but there is an episode of the original Ultraman TV show where they rented the Godzilla suit from Toho Studios. They put like a fake like thing around its neck so that it wouldn't be Godzilla, even though Ultraman tears it off, and then they just paint it red to make it look like blood. But I mean, it's the suit. I mean, it literally they rented the Godzilla suit from Toho, so they didn't call it Godzilla, and it's not canon. But literally, Ultraman did fight Godzilla at one point. Frauditor watches here. What's up? But yeah, there's all those like, shows like Ultraman or like the Power Rangers and stuff, things where different people get together and build these giant robots where each one's in like the Power Rangers or whatever, the Megazords and all that. That you would think there'd be more situations where these kaiju movies like Godzilla would get into fights with these guys, but they become completely different franchises, and then you get the arguments over what percentage of the profit goes to which studio, and it never ends up working out, but oh well. My son got me a Chuck Norris Fact day-to-day calendar for Christmas last year. That's awesome. Chuck Norris Fact of the Day. That's great. Let's see. Frauditor watches here. What's up? Bambi meets Godzilla. I remember seeing that before. Godzilla versus the smog monster Hedorah. That's actually one of the better original Godzilla movies of the original series, or that series. Now the rumor is that -1 Part 2 is going to be Godzilla versus Space Godzilla, because they actually laid the groundwork for Space Godzilla in -1, but only like really, really keen-eyed, super duper hardcore Godzilla fans noticed it. It was very subtle. Pacific Rim had a lot of potential. Yeah. See, I don't know if I can show Bambi versus Godzilla because, copyright and stuff. Let me see. Let me look it up and see what my options are with that. No, not Chuck Norris jokes. I looked that up earlier. Let's see. Bambi versus Godzilla. There's so many of them. Wow. There's the original, but then like a billion remakes. Godzilla. Oh, look at all these. See, now you guys got me seeing all these films. Godzilla versus a Megalodon. Legendary Godzilla versus Godzilla -1. Wow, there's so many. Godzilla versus Pac-Man. What the heck? These fan-made Godzilla movies are crazy. I had no idea that this was even a thing. All right. We're going to try it and see what happens. Hopefully I won't get shut down by YouTube. Oh, well, now my computer won't let me do it anyway. That was weird. What about the short loudmouth frog? Godzilla versus Godzilla. Chuck Norris versus Abe Lincoln. Oh, epic rap battles of history. Yes, I love epic rap battles of history. That's a great channel. Let's see. The Sonic movies are crazy. Yes, they are. How many Gorgiras are made? Actually, it's not 57. It's less than 40. I think Godzilla -1 was number 38 of the Godzilla movies, but it also depends kind of on how you count them, because we still got these constantly being pumped out. The Godzilla movies, like another Godzilla versus Kong thing that just came out and all that. So like it gets a little muddied, but as far as I know, at the moment, there are officially 38 Godzilla films. So, Godzilla versus Giant Hezokuai. All right. Now you're talking. Now that would be some damage. I'll tell you what. There's Gamera. I was talking about that earlier. If Godzilla fought Gamera, that would be the best thing ever, but it'll never happen because the two studios are in direct competition with each other. It would be great if it did, but 38 is still a lot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The longest running franchises are like Godzilla, 007, and I don't know. I think that's those two were pretty much. Mothra. Yeah, somebody was asking about Mothra earlier. Like, yes, Mothra is a very important part of the Godzilla universe, but I mean, even when you watch the movies where Mothra puts up a good fight, it's like, really? It's literally a moth. What's his power? It's a moth. Godzilla. 006 and a half. Yes. License to Kill, baby. License to Kill. Mothra is in Godzilla. Yeah, I know. Yep. And Ghidorah, all the good old monsters. Rodan. Gotta love Rodan. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Sorry, guys. Anyway. Godzilla versus the like button. Yes. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Godzilla, King of Monsters. King of being awesome sandwich sauce. What? I don't know, man. I'm just loving being alive, dag nabbit. Having a good day every day. Hip hip hooray, because that's how we roll. Don't you know? I don't. What? All right. I'm sorry. For those of you just joining us who didn't realize it, I overslept this morning. I started the show late. So I started the show already off my game. So if it seems like, what's wrong with Hez today? And what happened was, and it was so stupid and kind of embarrassing, but I mean, it's true. It was one of those deals where when the alarm went off, I went to hit the snooze button and I accidentally turned it off. I hit the stop button instead of the snooze on my phone. Ugh. In fact, you know what? Hold on. Now that I think about it, and before I forget, let me make sure that I have the alarm set to on so that tomorrow morning it'll go off. Yep, there. Turn it off and it's off. There you go. Go off tomorrow morning, bright and early. All right. So we're good for tomorrow's show. Godzilla versus Delete Laws. Oh no. What would happen? What would happen if Godzilla went to blast him with his atomic ray and he held up his trifold as a shield? I hit the snooze button so hard the snooze button quit. I hope the boss doesn't dock your pay. Oh, yeah, right? Godzilla versus Glenn. I don't know. Glenn's smell might knock out Godzilla. Godzilla versus Georgia Transparency, AFA, and Glenn Serio with the disgusting odor finally beat the disgusting odor from these finally beat the mighty Godzilla. Godzilla versus Tiny. Ooh, Tiny might win that one. That would be a good fight. That's for sure. The trifold would block the atomic breath. Godzilla versus Dumbwaiter. Oh, my goodness. Hez, if you need a little extra time, folks will wait because there's no need to fear. Hezokuai took some me time. I like that. I like that. All right. Little punk. That's the drawing that my daughter did of Voodoo. She gave me that as a gift. And then I got what else? I had Sue Bear drew me a picture of Voodoo. Oh, it's so sweet. And then there's the AI version. That's his pimp outfit. Oh, sorry, I had to do that. Too bad that's reality, Jason Gutterman. Holy poop crap hammer sandwich sauce. Tim Hicks, Godzilla versus AFA. Let's see. She's got talent. Yes, she does. Here, I showed you guys yesterday, but in case you didn't see it, she just drew this. She was here over the weekend, and she drew this just for fun. Got my little hardcover book. My daughter drew this just over the weekend. She was trying to make a Dungeons and Dragons character. She's good, man. She could draw. No doubt about it. Oh, no, I had the bookmark. Okay. All right. I was wondering, going with the underdog theme, could we get a Frauditor based on Simon Bar Sinister? Oh. Sinistar. That's not that's not a bad idea. Work on something with that, with the underdog thing. I had my original intro. I had the entire underdog theme, and I had all these clips of Frauditor clips matching what they were saying in the lyrics, you know. But as soon as I put that up, I got copyright for the underdog theme music, and that's why I just replaced it with my music and got rid of that whole bit. But oh, it was so good. It was so good. She is very talented. Yes, she is. Get her a sketchbook for her portfolio. Oh, she's got several sketchbooks. This is the book that we used to use all the time. Like my little son, like the little guy uses them for his drawings, you know. Which, I mean, you know, his stuff is, you know, I mean, he's a little guy. You know, stick figures, stuff, you know, just regular kind of, I mean, nothing bad, but, you know, he was using this for his drawings. So my daughter was like, hey, I want to draw something. And so she drew that. Which was awesome. Sandwich song. Okay, no. Oh, there's some of my stuff in there too. We don't need to see all that. Anyway, sometimes certain aspects of your private life need to remain private. Godzilla versus Deputy Sloop. She's going to need an artist pad with a pen. Yep. For Christmas, I actually bought her a sketchbook and a huge collection of colored pencils. That's why she drew this. She used the colored pencils I gave her to draw. So she's like, Dad, look what I drew this for you using the colored pencils you bought me. So I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome. So yeah, that was fun till my daddy took the D-Bird away. Ooh. I don't know. Just, oh, what is this? It's a 9-month membership milestone from Jaime. Free News Now Voodoo, Zap News Now Voodoo, and Zap has holy crap hammer sandwich sauce. That's a lot of zappalating. But first, here's a happy day. All right, yes. Thank you so much. Remember Jet Jaguar? Oh yeah. Netflix has a new Ultraman show. Yeah, it's like a 3D animated. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. What condition my condition was in. All right. So just for the sake of time and everything, just real quick, I'm gonna show it. I'm not gonna play the audio though, and hopefully I won't get in trouble. And you know what? I'll fast forward about halfway into it. Well, no, because the whole thing is so short. And for those of you who've never seen it before, all right, I'm gonna try it. Hopefully I won't get in trouble, but we're gonna try it and see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, the immortal film from 1969, Bambi versus Godzilla. Oh boy. Yeah, I had to turn the music off here. I'll play some of my music in the background so that it's not just dead silent. There we go. Let's see. Okay, it's still loading. That's it. If you never saw Bambi versus Godzilla before, that's it. That's the whole movie. Oh, it was the William Tell overture. Yes, but when I look at the video, they do have a copyright thing on the William Tell overture on that video. So it's this song. This is one of the things I learned about classical music from doing these videos is the song might be public domain, but the specific recording you're using of that song might be copywritten. So you got to watch that. In fact, I went through that And well, I guess I have 2 videos with it, or did I just repost the same video? I don't. At the end of my mini movie about the mask mandate or whatever, the it plays the thus spake Zarathustra, and the boom 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 ba-da, boom, 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 and when I first uploaded it, I got a copyright strike on that. But it wasn't the song, because the song's public domain. It was the specific recording I was using was from 2001: A Space Odyssey. So then I just downloaded a different version of that song, and then I got hit with copyright for that specific recording. So I had to go through until I found one that wasn't, that specific recording was public domain. And that's the one I ended up using. So yeah, it all worked, but it takes a little bit of more time. So yeah. Disney loved that video. Yeah. I'm sure they did. Oh my goodness gracious me. So let's see, dagnabbit. Sometimes my computer really makes me mad. Sometimes my computer really makes me sad. Sometimes my computer can be a real pain in the butt. Sometimes my computer makes me act like a nut. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, guys. It looks like there's a special report coming in. What is this? Hold on. I don't know what to make of this. Hold on. We got Chris Kelling with a 15-month membership milestone. I forgot about my milestone message. Hello, all. Hello to you, Chris. Here's your happy dance. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Can I find find largemouth frog? Is that like a largemouth bass? Fish heads, roly poly fish heads, fish heads, eat them up, yum. Took a fish head out to see a movie. Didn't have to pay to get it in. Fish heads, roly poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. Oh, there's a million versions of wide mouth frog too. I don't know. I just got great news from YouTube. A dumbwaiter video I reported has been removed. All right. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get this done. Well, like I said, I think there's a... Hold on. Was that it? No, maybe. My computer is being weird, but it looks like there is a special report coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. What is this about? I'm going to have to check this out and see. Here we go.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
Project 2025, the
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought I got to turn autoplay off, man. That's what's going on. All right, there you go. Much better. Victory for Hez. Yes. Yes, fish heads. Exactly. That's exactly right. Voodoo wouldn't rob anyone. Well, maybe he didn't rob the store. Maybe he just audited it. But we gotta FOIA the footage from the security cameras and find out. To mix. Oh, I thought that was real. That's awesome. Great stuff.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for.
There you go. Let's see. What else can we pull up here from the Hezokuai archives? Have some fun. Dr. Demento. Yes, Dr. Demento. And that was perfect. That was a perfect storm at the time of Dr. Demento's show getting, what do they call it when a radio show gets like, where you could listen to it everywhere, not just locally, where they broadcast from. There's a word for it. It's like every radio show's goal in life is to eventually become nationwide, but there's a specific word for it. Anyway, Dr. Demento's show finally got that right around the same time that Weird Al started first. Syndicated. Thank you, Chris. So Dr. Demento's show finally got syndicated right around the same time that Weird Al first started coming up. So those two became like the perfect team, And I guess they're still great friends. Yeah, I am reading the chat. That's how I came up with the word. Thank you, person. Syndicated. Yes. Ow! That hurt. This table ain't no joke. One of these days, I'll get myself a real computer desk. That'll help. Joker 2 trailer. I don't know how I feel about that movie. I mean, we'll see what happens when it comes out, but I'm kind of on the same plane with Beetlejuice 2. Is this live? I wouldn't know. Yes. My Bologna. They have on Roku. They have a movie about Weird Al. It's a parody of movies about rock stars. It's called Al, the Weird Al story. The kid who played Harry Potter is the kid who plays Al. Al's in it, but there's a lot of people in it from the 80s, especially. Jack Black's in it as Wolfman Jack, but didn't he just get canceled? Or no, that was Kyle Glass. All right. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. I like the first one. The ending of the Joker was one of the best. That's why I say, like, I don't know how I feel about the second one. Because the way the first one ended was perfect. And it was an open-ended ending, yes, but it let the audience, like, let our imagination decide what happened. Now they're going to tell us, no, you were wrong. This is what happened. Unless what they put in the movie is what you thought. I like how they have Weird Al hooking up with Madonna. Yeah, exactly. That movie, as a Weird Al fan, growing up with Weird Al, I thought it was, I liked the movie. I thought it was hilarious. And for a free movie on the Roku channel or whatever, yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? I don't know. Why not? You tell me. Who asked you? I didn't ask anybody. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just sitting here doing my thing. Hey. What's going on? The heck is going on? What is? My computer's being funny with me again, dagnabbit. This is weird. What? All right, that guy's a punk. Knock him out of here. You got time for him. He's trying to take over the show. I'm not going to let him do it. Ow. That's right, you little punk. I still get belly laughs when I watch UHF. Riddell was fun. No, Max Headroom hacking. Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, being from Chicago. I always was, it's weird because like I don't know if I saw it, but I don't know if I didn't. It's one of those things that it happened so long ago that I've seen it so many times when I was younger because of the news reports about it and people talking about it after it happened. So much so that I always remember having seen it, but I don't think I saw it when it happened. But I did used to watch Doctor Who, so I don't know. But there was, and I always used to watch Svengoolie. I still watch Svengoolie, actually. I've met Svengoolie. He's a great guy. Rich Coase, Svengoolie. Yes. But there was the Max Headroom hacking, which was in Chicago. It happened twice in one night, once during the news and then once during Doctor Who. And it was a guy with a Max Headroom mask hacking into the signal. It was bizarre. And I guess to this day, they're still not sure exactly who did it or what happened. It was just weird. Bet who hacked that SAT TV? Did they got he ever? Are you saying the guy who hacked it? And if did they get him? If that's what you're asking, no and no. Yes and no. Yeah, he hacked into the TV twice with a Max Headroom mask on. They never did catch him. They still don't know who did it. There's theories, but we don't know. I used to watch Svengoolie on MeTV. Yep. The Ghoul was great last night. All right. Still hasn't been caught, just like DB Cooper. Yep. But yeah, Svengoolie's still on MeTV. Well, I guess nowadays with cable, there's different MeTV networks, plural. So, but yeah, watching Svengoolie was always like a big thing in our house, you know. And like I said, we've met him. I was with me, my son, and my daughter all met him. Got his autograph. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And my son, his favorite monster movies, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. His favorite monster movie is The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And when we met Svengoolie, it was funny because like he was nervous, you know, he's meeting the guy from TV, Svengoolie, you know, and we met him and he was really cool and he was really nice and we said hello and all that. And we were leaving and it reminded me, and especially because he was a little guy at the time, it reminded me of that scene from A Christmas Story where Ralphie wants to ask for the BB gun, but then when he's actually with Santa, he gets nervous. So he pushes him down the slide, then he stops and climbs back up the slide and says, "No, I want a BB gun." He's like, "You shoot your eye, kid," and push him. It reminded me of that scene because as we were leaving, my son stopped, turned around and ran back to Svengoolie and said what he was afraid to say. "When are you going to show Creature from the Black Lagoon?" He's like, "Well, actually, it's coming up in August." At that time, he was like, "Oh, cool, thank you, Mr. Svengoolie," and that was it. But yeah, we had fun. It wasn't a hack; it was a radio frequency jam. Well, yeah, I guess they didn't. Yeah, I mean, technically, whatever you'd call it, that made him get in there. Either way, they did it. Vincent Price. Oh, creature feature, yeah. Monster Vision back in the 90s. Yeah. Used to love watching creature features. Yeah, they don't really do that anymore. There was a theory that it was a guy who worked there and got fired. Yeah, a lot of people think that it was something like that, trying to get revenge. Because in his rant, he mentions the name of someone else who works at the network, like as if he was mad at that person or had some kind of beef with that guy. Something like that. Yeah. I think. Oh, legend. Yes, yes, yes. The legendary world of legendary legends of myth and I don't know, man. Just trying to figure out the figuring outness of things that we don't really know what happened in the world in these situations. Frauditor Terminator, great job, Frauditor Watch. I also notified that Tomb Raider's premiere was removed this morning. Ah, okay, there you go. Yeah, see, this is the thing, man. Like, these guys go out, and it's always been kind of frustrating because I have a warning on my channel. Still, it's like a permanent warning. If I get one more strike, and well, it's not a strike. It's what was it? Third-party content. What is it called? I'll pull it up here. Community guideline strike. Active community guideline strikes. I'm under a warning. Labor Day, September 4th, 2023. I made a video that put me under this warning. If you received a warning, you could take policy training, which will remove the warning after 90 days. And yet this is like almost a year old, but it still hasn't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might still want to do something with that if I can, but it's been more than 90 days. So I don't know. But anyway, the point is that I didn't even do anything. It was just because I was showing, because it was Labor Day, I was showing videos. I decided instead of all this stuff about these frauditors going after cops and all this stuff about cops doing bad, showing videos of cops saving people's lives, show videos of cops helping people and doing nice things. And while I was doing that stream, I was getting hit with, oh, you can't show that. I'm like, I can't show cops being good. But yeah, these guys, they're constantly posting videos that have clear TOS violations in them, and nobody does anything about it. And nobody cares unless a million people report it, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Where was I? Here we go. Have you ever seen, no, I don't even know how to say that. He played monster movies. Wait a minute. What's better, a Lincoln or a Cadillac? A Honda. The Love Boat. There was that time period where the Love Boat and Fantasy Island were on at the same time, and they both kind of had that, I guess, similar kind of a thing. Like there's this idea, like I'm going to pay money because I'm rich to go somewhere where they can make the things that I'm paying them to happen. Like Fantasy Island, I go there, they make my fantasies come true. Love Boat, I go there, I find the love of my life. I don't know. I thought the A-Team was better anyway. These warnings are before the class. I got one too. Got another violation recently, and YouTube just changed the thumbnail with no strike, but said it could be. Yeah, okay. You see, that's the thing. I'm not like scared of it or worried about it. It gets frustrating sometimes when I'm covering videos of people that are clearly violating something in the TOS, and it's fine. But I just trying to celebrate somebody doing something nice. And like, oh, look at this video of this cop saving this kid's life. And like, oh, you can't show that. Like, what? But I get it. Yeah, it's YouTube. It's the algorithm. It's all that. I thought of a patrol officer posted that bad cops aren't the problem. The problem is corrupt police chiefs who let the bad cops off the hook and punish the good ones. Well, that definitely would be a problem. And this is the thing, and again and again and again, I always reiterate this, and I've said it all the time. I have never supported bad policing. I've never supported corrupt politicians or cops or any of that anywhere down the line. The problem is if you go into a building and the people who own the building ask you to leave and you refuse to leave, so they call the cops and then the cops show up, that's a corrupt officer. That's a tyrant. And it's like, oh, come on. That's not, no. So you're saying there's no such thing as corrupt cops? No, I'm saying a cop showing up to a call doesn't mean he's corrupt because he showed up to the call. A cop trespassing the guy who's trespassing because they're trespassing isn't a corrupt cop. If you're trespassing, you ought to be removed. And that's the other thing that drives me nuts is they're like, well, see, the fact that he made me leave proves it. Good, I'm glad he made you leave. They're just following orders. Right, well, if their orders are to get rid of the douche canoe because the general public wants them gone, then you're protecting the general public by getting rid of the butterbrain. Let's see. Just looking at the. Ernie Kovacs. Oh, yeah. I remember Ernie Kovacs in Second City. Yep. SCTV was another good one. Yeah. So what was this? We're talking about this video that got removed. What was it about? Or is it just him doing what he always does, which is basically just lying? So many lies, so much BS, and so much crap. And again, this is more like on the Sovset end of it than on the Frauditor end of it. But again, it's always this idea that, like, if you get pulled over for speeding, that proves that cop is corrupt and he's a tyrant. No, it proves that you were speeding. If this cop comes to kick me out of the building for trespassing, that proves that cop is a corrupt tyrant. No, it proves that you were trespassing. You're driving around without a license plate. You get pulled over. That proves that this cop's an evil tyrant. No, it proves that you didn't have a license plate on your car. No taking responsibilities for their own actions. Blame everybody else for everything that happens to them. And the frauditors, they just don't care. And like one of my many favorites is, well, I can't leave now that you called the cops. They'll think I'm running away. But the reason why we called the cops is because you won't leave. If you leave, then that situation is de-escalated and there's no reason to have the cops come. Oh, well, you called the cops. No, I can't leave. No. The whole point is we want you to leave. Leave. Get out. Go. That's why I always say when you have a DMV or a post office, Jason Gutterman, you got a DMV or a post office or any one of these places, and it's full of customers, and then the frauditor comes in, and the people are like, don't film me, and they're like, oh, if you ask me not to film you, that means I have to film you even more, because I don't care about humans, I don't care about people, I care about being the biggest asshat I could possibly be. I care about being the biggest douche canoe I could possibly be. That's what matters to me, is if I'm a jerk, being a super jerk. Libraries as well. Yes, all of them. And then they get kicked out. And they tell their sycophant, psycho, lens-licking, brainwashed sheeple fans, You got to cold flood this place and try to get them closed and try to get everyone fired because they were evil and didn't do their job as servants of serving me. They're my slaves. They need to serve me because I'm holding a camera. They didn't do their public service. They didn't serve the public. They kicked the public out. No, they didn't. They kicked you out, which is a public service. They are serving the public by getting rid of the idiot that the public doesn't want there. When everybody in there is, please don't film me. Please turn your camera off of me. Please leave. And they kick you out. They are serving the public. They think that the frauditor, their individual, is the public. And the public are, screw them. I don't care about them. I'm just going to post them on my YouTube channel because they asked me not to. I don't care about their feelings. Their feelings don't trump my rights. Right? But they are the public. So the public servants are there to serve the public. You, as an individual, are not the public. The public as a whole is the public. And when the public as a whole wants the idiot with the camera out, then they are serving the public when they kick you out. You butterbrain douche canoe. You potato brain idiot. You butterbrain douche canoe. Hey, hey, idiots and dummies, stupid men and women and frauditors and sovereign citizens and Karens and Darrens. Yeah, I hate that. I hate calling them servants. And that's why I always say servant, because I hate that. Public employees, yes. Exactly. Because when they say the word servant, they're saying slave. And if you don't act like a slave to the frauditor, and again, I always have to, every time I say that, I always have to reiterate that it's for the ease of speech. It's easier to say the person with the camera. But the fact of the matter is it isn't. It's the frauditor. Because what happens if you or I pull out our camera? Are we exercising our First Amendment right? Nope. We're being a bootlicking, can-backing, Darren, Karen, whatever else name they could come up with. We can't do that. We're going to FOIA your footage. We're going to do, you're just being a bootlicker. You're just a Karen. You're just a can-backer. So it's not the person with the camera. It's the frauditor specifically. And one of the things that drives me absolutely up the wall every time, and I've actually had this discussion with Rogue Nation. He tried to explain it to me, but the idea of if your whole purpose in life is to encourage filming everywhere and anywhere at all times, that everyone has the right to just film, to do whatever they want as long as they're filming while they do it. And then they could go anywhere and film anything. And it doesn't matter if it's, except for, I guess their exception would be someone going to the bathroom. I don't know. But we've even seen videos of that from Regan Benson and from Glenn Serio. So there is no limit. Literally, you could film anything, anywhere, anytime. That's the world they want. So if that's what you're fighting for, why do you get so mad when somebody films you? Well, they're not supposed to be filming, but they're at work. Oh, so now policies matter to you. Policies that stop people from filming. The person who's fighting for the right to film should be fighting against policies that don't allow filming. But instead, you're like, oh, your policy says you can't film, so you have to turn your camera off. Why? Because the guy filming told me I can't film? Kiss my rectum. Rogue Nation tried explaining something. We must be living on a flat earth, right? Rules for me, not for thee. That's right. They want to be able to just do whatever they want, but everyone else has to follow the rules. What did Greg say? Help has get back. Yes, help me get back to Florida and pick up my stuff. I really, really would love to start playing with him more again, but I don't have the voice modulator. So he just goes like this, and it doesn't really work right. Doesn't sound right. And then this guy, with his sweet little voice, and everyone loves him so much. But and then of course my microphone would help. My computer, that would help a lot because this is just my laptop. All my equipment for the show is in Florida, so I need to get back there, pick it up, and then come back here. But the whole thing is because I have to drive because I can't fit all that stuff on an airplane. That's why I don't have it with me now, because I jumped on a plane and I just took whatever I could stuff inside a suitcase. Oh, well, it is what it is. Yes, it is. All right. All day, all night. All right. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to have some fun in the sun. What does a yellow light mean? Slow down. What does whose coffee does Hez drink? Well, right now, well, it's empty now. This is instant coffee. It's just generic instant coffee I got from Aldi. But I'm gonna have to make more. I'm out. And then the cream I put in it, I never tried it before. It was different. It was blueberry flavored. I just got it because it was the only one they had. There's a place on the corner here. I'm gonna dox myself. There's a place on the corner. It's a small little joint that sells groceries. It's not like a grocery store, but they sell groceries and they sell a bunch of other stuff too. But anyway, they don't regularly carry coffee cream. It's weird. It's like whatever they got in that week's delivery is what they got. And it always changes. And it's always random stuff. Sometimes they have coffee creamer, sometimes they don't. Last time I was in there, they had one bottle of coffee creamer. So I grabbed it, and it was blueberry flavored. All right. So, I mean, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it's different. You got to try MRE pack coffee. That's the banger. Oh, man. Yeah, we used to, my kids like eating MREs just for fun. Like when we're, like if we go out like a camping thing, like, pretending like we're doing a survival thing, trying to live off the land and pull out your MREs and make your food hot by shaking that thing and pouring a little water in there. And just letting it heat up. If you don't have any boiling water. Mr. Thomas doesn't like coffee. It's so gross. Yeah. It's an acquired taste. When I hated coffee until I was in college. That's when I started drinking coffee. It was during lecture class. I needed it. And then so in the sounds. And there's like 75 kids in this auditorium, and he's yapping and yapping and yapping. And George Washington. What? Huh? Oh, yeah. So that's when I started drinking coffee. I don't drink coffee. I sip, and pot of coffee is drank. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't have like a, standard coffee pot here. But eventually, it would be nice to have the pot, and I could just pour more. But whatever. What I do is I make my iced coffee in a pitcher, and then I just drink that. In Florida, pants are tight, model according to cop cams. Yeah, Florida was something else. Living down there was, when you heard the Florida man stories, and I was in Florida, so I was a Florida man, and I was like, no, please don't. The coffee to beat all coffees is International Roast. Ooh. Oh, I heard a noise. I heard a bang. I wonder what it could be. I wonder if my mini has woken up. We'll see. So I can hear him right now in the background. He's 9, man. What do you want? I don't know if you can hear it, but He just woke up. It's early in the morning for him. And it is, I guess, time to time to be in time. And time is time with your time, and his time and his news, his capture for the queen to use. And his time is time and time with your time and his news. His capture. Fun or Follies, that was meant to be sarcastic. The international roast is the pits. All right, here he is. What's up, Mini Hez? Say hello. That's right, little Hezokuai. Great to see you. Good morning, buddy. I love you. Oh no, it's time to make breakfast. Yes. I'm sorry I woke up late, guys, and we started late. So obviously it's a short show this morning. The boys up, we're ready to go. We got a little bit of time left before we normally would end. So let's see if I can pull up a video real quick and see if there's something we can watch. All right, you know what? Just because it's what? Because it's almost a tradition at this point, even though it's Tuesday. Whenever Unclean Hands puts out a brand spanking new video, we always see it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, just for old time's sake, let's watch the new Unclean Hands video just posted 1 minute ago. All right. Here we go. Yes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Always a pleasure to have you here. Sure do appreciate it. Anyway, today we're celebrating the advancements in First Amendment auditing. Things have gone to a complete new level now that Chile has finally beat one case in his whole life. He finally got his appeal over, his conviction overturned. It's a fantastic day. And right after that breaking news, we got some news about a fella up in, I believe he's up in Montana. He's a homeless guy. He stutters. He calls himself Stuttering Donnie. He has a channel. And he's a new First Amendment auditor. And this guy likes to First Amendment audit restrooms, public restrooms, because he's homeless and those are the ones he uses. So let's jump right into that. Stuttering Donnie. Auditing a public restroom, actually the aftermath of his audit. Anyway, we're going to see the end result of auditing a public bathroom. It's just fascinating stuff. We live in a whole new world, folks. Anyway, let's get started. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I found this guy from the Lucid Dreams. He did a video on him yesterday. I'll probably link it down in the description below if you haven't seen it yet, or if you don't watch her channel. She's fascinating. Anyway, go check her out. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Can you what?
Your name and badge number, sir.
Officer Kozlowski, 125.
You, ma'am.
Officer Rottenberg, 156.
And you, sir?
Officer Monaco, 234.
So my question is that I stopped to use the bathroom, and I was in there for 4 minutes, and because of some snobby person who think that.
Do you have any verifiable information that says you've been in there for 4 minutes?
Do you have any verified information that I've been there for 30 minutes?
I've got a witness that said somebody was in there.
I mean, no, because I was saying, and a
Which
dude.
is totally fine.
No, what you're making it a crime right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are, because
You're investigating potential criminal activity.
No, you're not. Hold on.
Okay.
There is no criminal activity for taking a shit in America.
Okay, so what actually happened is somebody called in and said, hey, look, there's this homeless guy in the bathroom, and he won't come out. He's been in there for over a half an hour now. So the cops turned up to, address the complaint, and they went to find this guy just coming out of the bathroom. So that's what's going on here. It's no big deal, but he wants to make a big issue out of it. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
Sir, can I just talk?
No, because it's people like this that.
Can I explain real quick?
No, you can't, man, because what you say right now is very irrelevant.
It's going to be relevant. To
No, it's not.
So we were.
No, it's not.
I don't know how long you've been here, sir. I'm not saying
No.
the person that they called about is you. I'm saying that we received a call, we answered, we asked you to come talk to us because of that.
But I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Seriously, so you're wasting your time because you.
I'm not saying you can
No, because you have no RAS, which is reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, in the process of committing a crime, or have committed a crime. So now you're letting people like this waste resources where you could have been out stopping somebody from drinking and
So if
driving.
you call the police for something and it turns out it's not what you called for, is that a waste of time?
Yes, it is, because when somebody wastes the city resources because somebody's taking a
Sounds like you're wasting them just as much.
No, I'm not, because I didn't call you.
No, most criminals don't call on themselves. They're just checking out some suspicious activity. That's all. It's no big deal. You're right. You don't have to answer questions. You can just walk away. You're free to leave. You're standing there wasting time, just having this stupid conversation that's going around in circles. It means absolutely nothing and will accomplish absolutely nothing.
I'm not charging you with a crime right now.
You can't, and I dare you to.
I'm not going to.
You can't.
We came out here for a report of suspicious activity.
Suspicious activity is not a crime in America. What is it, a felony or a misdemeanor?
Suspicious activity?
Yes.
What are you asking, sir?
No, because I want to know what crime I committed for you to approach me. If I didn't commit a crime, you legally you can. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Not the state of Montana.
Yeah, you do. That's America.
Okay.
What are you talking
We're in the
about?
State of Montana.
Well, I'm gonna make you a YouTube star now.
Okay.
See, all right. So what's going on here, right? What is he actually saying? And this is a window, again, into the psychology of these idiots and their sycophant sheeple fans. They're brainwashed idiot fans. They seem to have this idea, this belief that if a police officer even like looks at you, you had to have like stabbed somebody or stole somebody's money or beat somebody up, or they're not even legally allowed to like be in the same room. Like they can't even breathe the same air if they're a cop unless you've done something illegal and they can prove it. Something happened. They came, hey, do you know what's going on over here? No, I don't know. Oh, all right. Like they can't, no, you can't come up to me and ask me a question because you're a cop. If you were in there, even if that was you or whatever the situation is, and some random dude was like, dude, you've been in there for a long time. Are you okay? You know, are you sick? Do you need me to call somebody or something? Like, oh, no, I'm fine. But if you're a cop and you ask that question, what crime did I commit? Who said you committed a crime? Well, you're a cop. You're talking to me. Like, cops are not allowed to talk to people, apparently. All they can do is just sit and not move unless you're physically in the act of, like, murdering somebody. Then they can do something. Otherwise, they're not even allowed to look at you or talk to you or anything. These people are lunatics, and they wonder why we think they're nuts. Oh, by the way, Minnie has put on his signature hat. Show him. That's a Minnie has hat. It's a bear. Show them the other ear so they can see the Chicago Bears logo on it. No, you're covering it with your hand. There you go. Yes. Winter hat to match my Harry the Platypus winter hat. Woo. It's going to be fun doing this now that I'm back in Wisconsin in winter, by the way, because I will be able to wear the hat more and some other kind of outfits and stuff that I don't normally get to wear. And for a long time, like I always had the hat on in winter when I was here before, but when I was in Florida, it was way too hot to wear it for the show every day. But Chris Kelly said, "The Bears." Oh, we're doing a dance here. Let me put some happy dance music just for my boy. All right, thank you. Yes.
Pizza time, cause that's the only word that rhymes. It doesn't matter what toppings on it. It's still pizza time, cause that's the only word that rhymes.
Yeah. Yes, he wrote that all by himself. I love that. Yeah, he originally wrote that for Ray. We sent it to her, and she heard it already. But that was great. That was our big first public performance of the mini Hez version of the Pizza Time song. All right.
Because this is a complete waste of my time, the police time.
Oh, Donnie's been at this for about a year from what I can tell from his channel. He's been making these videos. This video is about 10 months old, and he got 2 likes on it, and he got, I think over 10 months, he's getting 93 views on it. So he's not making too many people famous. I just think he's amusing. Don't make fun of the guy for the way he talks. I certainly can. I don't even have an upper lip. I have a hard time pronouncing words at all. Anyway, yeah, this guy, it's just, at least he found something to do while he's homeless, I guess. It's not very useful, but it keeps his mind occupied.
Because you don't want to cater to some snobby person ego that, the bathroom wasn't available when I got there, so I got to call the cops. Sure. So when somebody called the cops, called 911 and says, hey, somebody in the bathroom taking a shit, can you get them out? You should say, look, man, we're not responding to that.
So they didn't tell us that you had been in there for 4 minutes and were using the restroom. Like I said, what we were told was that somebody had entered the restroom, had been in there for 30 minutes, and they wanted us.
Okay, because you do know I'm going to follow a FOIA request, and I'm going to get that 911. You do understand how much trouble that you're going to be in. There's no such call.
So there is, and you are more than welcome to contact one of our sergeants and request that information. That is full well and available.
Oh, yes, I do know, man. Look, I do this. I do this for a living.
Free to leave.
I know you didn't have no right to do. You had no right to detain me.
We never detained
You had to approach me. Period.
Yes, we did.
No, you.
We didn't
No, you did. No, you didn't, because
Okay. Well, we're done arguing now.
you're not arguing. You need to learn the law. It's crazy, man. That I bet you can. That neither one of y'all could tell me what the First Amendment, the first 3 things that the First Amendment upholds. I bet you can.
Come on, Donnie, if you're going to do this, you at least need to pay attention when you watch YouTube videos. There's 5 elements to the First Amendment, not 3.
My man, you're good to go.
I was always free to go.
Numbers,
Yeah,
you
you
can do a
were
FOIA
always free to go.
request
Yes,
to get the call notes.
yes,
Excellent.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to be requesting all 3 body cams. So don't even erase them, because this is now it turned into harassment now.
As much fun as that was, we're going to move right along to Donnie going to a city building and giving one of the employees a hard time for absolutely no reason. Let's check that one out.
She's peeking through the window to see if I left yet. There's another tyrant bus driver. She peeking through. I'm not going nowhere.
I guess he has an issue with this place too, the bus agency, the transport agency in that area. Anyway, I'm going to zoom ahead until he actually talks to a human being.
She's hiding back there.
Where's she at?
She's
Oh, is she helping you?
yes, but she's been hiding back there for 20 minutes.
Really?
Yep. Customer care, refusing care to customer.
So he said that she's been in here for 20 minutes.
Yet again, customer care, refusing to care for a customer.
What do you need?
Can I get your name and your badge number?
Sure, Jim. My
Jim.
name's Jim. I'll even give you a card if you want one.
Oh, no, but you got a badge number.
Yeah, I can give you a card too.
What if I can't read?
Oh, Lordy, I don't know if you heard the Aussie, but he said tough shit. So what if you can't read? I don't care.
Tough shit. Hey, man, get a pair of gloves for me, lost and found.
Are you going to de-escalate this, sir? He has no reason to respond to anything.
Squadron?
No, you're bothering me.
Yeah, let me deal with this. You mind sitting over on the bench while I can look? We got.
There's nothing you can help me with.
Okay.
I'm a customer who's being denied care by customer care.
Okay. Well, what can I help you with?
You can help me. There's nothing you can do for me. Nothing at all.
What questions do you have? Am I been able to answer them?
No, trust me. You're not. You can't. I know you can. Well, usually is after hiding in the bag for about 25 minutes.
Yes, he's been there for over half an hour being ignored.
And now I'm just being refused service altogether. Hey, I lost a pair of gloves from Max last Friday.
I cut a bunch of this out just to save you the time. You can't hear what's going on anyway.
I mean, he can't do nothing to me. I didn't break no laws. Make sure my bike is still out here. And she's violating the Privacy Act by discussing anything I say with this officer.
She's not, you idiot. God, this guy doesn't know anything about anything.
Like she has no reason to discuss anything I told her with that officer. Nothing at all. And now watch this. He's going to try to come out here and try to solicit a trespass. He's going to try to get me to leave.
I'd say that was a pretty good guess. And you smell like a bathroom, a public outhouse. I mean, I wouldn't want you standing around there either. Jesus Christ. He got all these cards there he can take with him for a little duffel bag in his shopping cart.
So you did request my supervisor's number.
Email.
I did contact her and she authorized me to give you her office number. So I'll give you that information at this time, and then I'm going to ask you to go ahead and leave the building. And if you have any further issues with that, then I do have someone here who can help you.
Ma'am, you cannot ask me to leave the building. I have not committed a crime. This is a public space. So, and I got you on video trying to solicit a trespass from an officer.
No.
But yes, by sharing my information with this officer, by giving him even my names, discussing anything that I told you,
I didn't say anything.
Is in violation.
I didn't tell him your name or any information about you.
Yes, you did, ma'am. I got on video that when I was here, when you walked in, that you turned and you whispered. So that is ground that you're sharing my private information with somebody that does not need it.
I understand your concern.
And you're trying to solicit a trespass that is illegal.
And yeah, I just, unfortunately, you're just making me feel very intimidated and uncomfortable.
But your feelings doesn't matter, man.
That's why I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I did not commit a crime. There's nothing an officer can do. Your feelings do not matter.
Well, I haven't watched this yet, but I'm guessing that he is going to leave. So I'm going to move ahead because I'm really sick of listening to this idiot trying to be a First Amendment auditor. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's step ahead and see if he actually leaves.
I'll be here because I came in, I filed a claim for my bike that was damaged by a bus driver. I filed several complaints on the bus driver. And when I came in and I went to her, I said, ma'am, how can I help you? I was like, I need the number to your supervisor. Because obviously my complaints were never filed. My claim was never filed. And then she disappeared back there. And then she came back out and said, I feel uncomfortable. Well, your feelings don't matter. I didn't break a law. And I'm well within my constitutional right.
If we get your supervisor's number, would you leave?
No, I want you now. Hold on, like, can I step up here? Because I feel like y'all trying to pitch move me.
Brady Man 337, you asked, so you are being suspended from.
You can't. What crime?
So your choice is to.
What crime? Under what crime?
Right now, they're trespassing you because of
Under
your
what
behavior.
crime?
Because of your behavior.
My behavior. I wasn't disorderly. I didn't curse at nobody.
If I get your supervisor's number, will you leave?
And
Well, our friend Donnie did get trespassed. He cut the video off so he wouldn't have to show himself doing the walk of shame out the door. But he's trespassed in that building now. He's been trespassed from it ever since. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Yes, we have the homeless people out there now doing First Amendment audits, starting YouTube channels. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful world we live in, is it not? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I love you. Bye.
All right. Round of applause for the one and only Unclean Hands, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Minnie has the real star of the show, dagnabbit. Anyway, guys, yeah, it's been 2 hours. It's a short one, but again, I woke up late. I'm sorry about that. Oh, William Grabber, what's up? Fear is a feeling right, exactly. Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. I feel threatened. Oh, now feelings are everything, right? When it's the frauditors' feelings, right? Rules for thee, not for me. Exactly. Unclean Hand says, hello, many heads. What's up? Let's see. But yeah, these idiots are going out there doing this stuff. And some of the stuff he's saying, and I saw in the chat, somebody was like, when Unclean said the thing about the 5 elements, and someone was like, well, it's 6 or whatever. But this is the thing. What was he saying in the commentary? He's talking about what the frauditors always say, right? And you watch all your frauditor videos, what do they say? What are the 5 elements? What are the 5 elements? What are the 5 elements? That's always the standard frauditor question. So this frauditor is like, what are the 3 elements? It's like, oh, come on. Even if you're wrong, get your question. You can't even get your wrong right, right? I said that in one of my videos once. Anyway, what are you showing us? What do you got for us? Luigi, what's up, Luigi? How you doing? What else you got? Mario, hey, it's me, Mario. I'm a Mario. I'm Batman. I'm a Mario. I'm Batman. I'm a Mario. And who else? We got Among Us guy. Yeah. With light blue Among Us. All right. All righty. Anyway, we're pretty much going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys for joining us again. Sorry we started late, but it is what it is. I got to make him breakfast. Oh, wait, he's got a turtle to show you guys.
I like turtles.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll put on the goodbye tune. Ow. Love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Sorry about the late start. Tomorrow will be better. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I got my Frauditing cat. This was inspired by Leo when I was on Ray Ray's channel. Don't forget Ray and Leo. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Yes, that's the Frauditing cat. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. See you on the next one. Oh, yeah. All right.
It is 7:01 a.m. and yet there is still no food in my bowl. This is in violation of Cat Clause 9A.84, Section 030, disorderly human conduct. That is 3 strikes within a calendar year, so they will get a visit by these claws. It is 7:01 a.m. and yet there is still no food in my bowl. This is in violation of Cat Clause 9A.84, Section 030, disorderly human conduct.